right, guys, welcome to the episode MCED podcast. My name is Prathamesh Wadia, and this is Nisha Chadha, and we also have Shaswat. You'll get to know him in a bit.
But I have one complaint. I
Mhm.
usually start off with the episodes, and you guys went ahead
Not
and
even,
started with the episode, and
not even asked him.
yeah,
Like, what is he doing?
and it's, no, it just takes me back to our school buses. Since both of you are 4 years elder to me, it just
Mhm.
takes me back to that one time when we were together in school buses, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
a perfect segue to our topic for today, which is school bus stories,
Yeah.
right?
And do we have a lot of those?
Exactly. So I think one of the first things about school buses is something that we mentioned in our transition episode as well. That when you go from the fourth to the fifth grade, you go from being the king of the primary bus to the meek little fellow in the front of the bus in the fifth grade. So did you guys also have a similar experience? And when did you graduate to the back seat of the bus?
Do you want to go first, Nisha?
I'll tell you. Yeah. So the reason why we were also going first and bullying you is because that happened to us. We were also pushed ahead in the bus, and that is how it is. I don't know why. The cool kids are always behind, and the cool kids are always older. And yeah, you start out at the front of the bus in your shorts, chaddis or whatever.
Chaddies.
That's what they were called.
Chaddas, chaddas.
Yeah. And fifth grade is when I think it changed. And for me, I think I'll tell you what happened. Okay, I became slightly cooler when the hairstyles changed. Okay, so this is when David Beckham starts playing for when he's playing for Manchester United,
United.
and he has like his
Mohawk.
hairstyles. That this is the talk of the town, and this is when I decided to change my hair. I don't have. I mean, I've gone bald now. So I can't believe I'm talking about hairstyle. But this is I changed, like I had a hairstyle, and I can't believe I had like the middle parting hairstyle, that Tere Naam hairstyle. But it was cool at that time, and
It was a thing.
like that is when I graduated from like small shorts to like second last bench. I never reached the last bench.
Oh,
I mean,
That's
not bench,
interesting.
the seat.
The last seat in the bus, yeah.
Yeah.
So for some reason, like I was actually like I guess like I was always friends with people who were elder of me because I was actually 91 born. So I guess because of that age difference, I was kind of able to make friends with the people that were my age, and I was always one of the last benchers. I actually never was one of the first benchers, which is, I guess, a very contrasting approach from most of you.
yeah, that's true.
So I guess I was lucky in that term.
Tell us about your backseat and like
My
like
back
when
seat.
Yeah, let's just hear your story, man. We're
Yeah,
excited to know
speaking
that
about
side
my
of it.
story, I was in Prathamesh's bus till he shifted.
correct.
So
So
I was
which
with
the
Prathamesh, and
Andheri bus.
this is the Andheri bus. This is the
Okay.
Andheri
Shashi
bus,
Uncle was.
Shashi Uncle bus. So yeah, I was pretty much on the front of the bus with Penny Miranda, who was also there with us. And I remember Prathamesh, and Prathamesh was in fact one of the nicer seniors who would be very accommodating to the juniors. But I remember Animesh was with Prathamesh, and he'd rag the kids properly. But I think it was towards the end of my sixth. That's when these guys were graduating. They got a bit emotional, and Animesh got really emotional, and he inducted me to the latter half. Maybe not the back seat of the bus, but the latter half. He's like, "Tu harami banega, tu harami banega. Tujhme wo baat hai." And that is how you enter the latter half of the bus. Maybe not promoted to the back seat immediately, but I could now
Right.
walk into the back half of the bus without being ragged. I had Animesh's approval. So that's my story.
So
So
funny.
like moving on to specimens of the bus, do you guys have any stories or such?
So I was in the Bandra bus, and so one thing that I want to say is that I think a lot of our stories in the evening bus, because at least for me, I
Mhm.
feel I was the specimen in the morning bus because I don't remember anything in the morning that happened in the morning because I used to be so sleepy. I was not a morning person.
Yeah.
I would just be sleeping in the morning bus. So to get that extra half an hour, right,
Yeah.
in the morning, and my sister Shimona, she would wake me up and tell me, "Okay, we've reached school." Come on. I think most of our stories also are from the evening bus time, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. But it was the
That's
morning
definitely
bus
true. Yeah,
was,
because you couldn't do any like drama in the morning, I guess.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
So speaking of the morning bus, I actually have a funny story about that, where I kind of gained the nickname of being a monkey because of two reasons actually. Well, the first was because waiting for my bus for school, I would there was a tree right next to the bus stop, so I would climb like half of the tree, and there was a branch that would kind of go off like that, and I would sit on top of the branch and eat a banana while I waited for the bus to come. So obviously the students in the bus would see me like that and they would call me a monkey because I was on a tree eating a banana, which makes sense. But funnily enough, I also was very gifted in climbing.
Yeah.
No,
Prathamesh could climb. Huh? I have to interrupt, and he like this is like and like this wall, this flat wall also. He could climb this wall. I'll tell them about the thing. And so okay, this
this
is it's 6 days at least for 1 year. That whole year, he has climbed this wall, and he's used a wet hand or I don't know what, and he's imprinted his hand on top over there, and like on top, okay, like
like
really
this.
high. He has climbed a flat wall,
So that was
and
actually one of my like betting things what I would do where I would think I can reach it and they'd be like, no, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, I bet you $10 that I can. And then I would do that and I'd do that with multiple people. And then that would give me money to get free food from the canteen.
he wasn't even asking other people can beat me. He was just saying, can I beat myself?
Can
Beat myself.
So, so you were called the monkey, and I'm pretty sure it's not just the students who add to the bus experience, but you also have teachers in the bus. So, were the teachers in your bus, did they do the role of policing, or did they join in the fun as kids themselves?
I feel like they were really really cool about it. Like they enjoyed themselves. They did here and there like just join into the fun. Like we had Penny Miranda in our bus, and she
Yeah.
was a sweetheart, and she just wanted to have a good time, and she did. And
Mm.
a lot of the times it was just having fun with the kids, and sometimes when policing was needed, where people were doing really stupid things, I guess she did step in. But overall, I feel it was a really good rapport that we all had in the bus. I think that was definitely a good dynamic.
What about you,
No,
Nishad? What was the
I
case in
had
your
this
bus?
one. I don't think there were many teachers. Or I remember one episode with the driver. Okay, and that time I was very embarrassed, but it was good that he did it. But once he just stopped the bus. Okay, he stopped it and he got out and he gave me like he didn't shout or anything, but he gave me a lecture because like I was young and we were all like I feel young and stupid, but I was like my head was out of the window. I was keeping my head out of the window and my hand used to do that. I saw a few times, even though that grill was there. So he saw
Yeah.
me in the rearview mirror and he stopped the bus and he was like keep your head in because I'll lose my job or whatever. But it was really
Yeah.
good because I still have my head.
So that,
Yeah, and speaking of stupidity in the bus, did you guys have any rivalries with other buses? Like during Holi, did you do stupid shit inter-bus stuff? Did that happen?
Oh my god.
always, man. It was just crazy. I remember like Jamnabai used to be, at least during our time, that was like the rivalry that we had as our buses would kind of go neck and neck. And like initially it started with like a bottle war. It wasn't even Holi, or like it was like probably 3 weeks to Holi.
Okay.
And someone had decided, I don't know if it was them or if it was us, but somebody had decided to throw a bottle of water on the other bus.
Yeah.
And I remember all of us being like, okay, this is it. Next time we see this bus, we are going to ruin their lives. and, and all of us would have filled up our bottles at the end of school to keep it ready. And as soon as that bus came, we would unleash this tsunami of water bottle water at them while they kind of did the same to us.
Holi, yeah, that anticipation and that excitement always started the day before for Holi. And I remember just getting off the bus at my stop, and you would have to be wet. You would be drenched, okay, because you would be playing Holi with whoever's in your bus, and that everything, that all rules are out the window, okay, because anything is happening there. Your bottle you have filled after school full, full. You carried extra bottles probably on that day, because this is a war that is going to happen, and you have to protect yourself. And water is just, I remember water just flying around.
The puss bottle, the Nike pss bottle. That was another thing. Like, you would randomly be talking in a conversation, and you had to be mindful if anyone was holding this bottle, because any point in the conversation it would go in your face. So, so that was an exciting moment. Like, when you were on your toes. Yeah.
I think that's something interesting for the kids, that we used to call sippers puss bottle.
You could wet your hair, okay, with it. Like, if you then I don't know why I'm so about hair.
Hair today.
You could also spike your hair with that little bit of
puss water.
Yeah, that puss water.
Now it's a thing. But yeah, like you spoke about your rivalry with Jamna Bai. I think during our time when we moved into the 7th, 8th, it got shifted by 50 minutes. School started earlier. So when we used to get off, our school buses used to be parallel to Utpal Sanghvi's buses. So the rivalry you had with Jamna Bai, we had with Utpal Sanghvi. So I think we covered all the schools in that region. Like you mentioned, you had great memories in the buses, because I feel what the buses did was they increased our 8 hours of school to like a total 10-hour experience with 1 hour on either side. And I think because we loved school so much, that additional 2 hours of being in a new kind of a school also made it better for us.
The Bandra bus, if I remember, there used to be one small shop on the left side, towards the Bandra end. I don't know what it was called. And I remember the Bandra bus used to be there. And we used to quickly go buy stuff from that shop, and whatever they used to get.
What did you buy? What did you like to buy?
I used to get Lay's, and I used to get Fatafat.
Fatafat was definitely, for me it was probably Fatafat, Juicy, which I feel like all of us can relate to. That 2 rupees, the 2 rupee Juicy, the Kala Khatta, yes. And then there was another orange one. I don't know. I think we just called it orange.
Yeah.
And lemon also.
Yeah, the lemon. It was basically kind of like Limca frozen at the end of the day. But
God knows what water that was.
But honestly, we don't know. Like, it was probably Rasna or something, because they probably had to make it very inexpensive for themselves.
Right, but depending on where your bus was, your choice of cuisine after school varied. It would either be the ganna juice, kala khatta, or it would be the chana chor garam outside gate 2, or it would be the sukha bhel outside the main gate. And I think, Prathamesh, near our bus, we had CCD, where of course as kids we didn't have the money to go and buy a drink every day. So I remember we used to go and fill our bottles with ice and take their mustard sauce packs and brown sugar packets and get it inside the bus. That was our snack after school.
A cheat meal, so to say.
CCD was part of our school, I feel. I feel CCD is also part of our school experience.
It's a heritage. It's a part of our school heritage for sure. I would take my bag and put it into the last seat of the bus before anyone's even got there, and then go to CCD and buy all my stuff. And sometimes even before the door had opened to the bus, because I wanted to be the last bench window seat so bad, I would sometimes even just use the tire and climb in, because I had the whole monkey thing going for me. I would climb into the last bench, like the last seat, and I was sitting there before anyone even had a chance to line up and enter the bus. So yeah, I got very creative to try to get what I want.
Yeah, clearly, that's visible. I think we discussed a lot of these fun bus stories that I'm pretty sure everyone can relate to. But I think one important thing that happened when we were all in school was the 26th July floods. And I am pretty sure that many of the people who were in school at that time got stuck somewhere or the other. How was that day for you in the bus? Did you guys also get stuck somewhere?
Was quite a big thing because I think it even came in the papers. So what happened was, is we were going. So firstly, I have to start with the day 26/7. Uh, there was that cloudburst. That sound I will never forget. In like 15 minutes, you could see when you were in school only, and as you were like leaving, you could see the water already starting to collect. So
Yeah.
we were in the Bandra bus and everyone wanted to go get home. And we had reached till around Santa Cruz, but then the water was increasing at a super fast pace. Okay, so and everyone was like still in the bus because this is still Santa Cruz and cars. So like most of like 80%, 90% of the bus is still in, they not reached their destination. So the water kept rising and we were stuck. So the first thing that we did is I think we started to balance out the weight. I remember we were by putting all our bags to the back. I don't know if this makes sense, but we did this. I don't know what logic. I don't know what the logic is, but we did this. Then it got to like the chest height, or like it was getting till like the neck level.
Mhm.
And I remember us going to the building that was right next to us, where the bus had stopped or stalled. So I remember the older kids had to pick up the younger, like because we had like first standard, second standard kids also. We had to pick them up and take them to the building because they couldn't walk it. It had reached that level. So I remember Abhijit and Mohit and all have taken multiple trips, taking those kids to like safety. I don't
Safety, yeah.
yeah, like but to that building. And then we've all gone to that building, and this is a random building, okay? And this is also like the spirit of Bombay. When anything like this happens, everyone is like, okay, now
We'll
same way like
jump
in
in and we'll take care of
yeah,
you. Kind
yeah,
of.
like it's like how we are actually. We're all in that situation right now. The whole world is in that.
Yeah.
So so then that night we have spent in that building, and yeah, I was like, I'm still very thankful for like all those people who they gave us like a flat on top. It was empty, and we have like 20-25 bus children who have just stayed there. They have fed us. They have like they made dal rice, and they have fed all of us dinner.
That's really nice. We actually had a very similar experience where our buses, I think, so basically we had two buses at the time. One was like a primary bus and one was a secondary bus. And one of our buses had kind of gotten stuck in the water. So we kind of had to go rescue them. It was the primary bus with the kids. So we ended up going and getting these kids onto our bus. And I remember like we were still trying to go back, like trying to be able to drop everyone back home. And there was a point where it was near Vira Desai Road. It was kind of close to, I suppose, where Fun Republic is, but like a little bit further off from there. And that's where our bus ended up just getting stuck. And so like the water had gone into the silencer and everything, and we just weren't able to move. And luckily, there was a construction going on in this building right next to us, and because of that, there were all these bamboos and stuff put up. So they were able to kind of like untie those bamboos, and because the current. So what was happening was there was kind of like a gutter a little bit further off,
Yeah,
and the whole water was being sucked into that gutter. So there was a pretty strong current of water going. So they had to block that current of water with this bamboo.
bamboo.
And then so the elder kids would swim with the smaller kids and take them to the bamboo, and then basically just kind of like make them almost like pull
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
a rope and then go into the place. I remember one of these kids named Fez lost his he lost his shoe, and it was flowing, and he's crying, and he was not stopping. I was like, okay, don't worry, I will get that for you. And I remember swimming and going and grabbing that shoe for him, and I came back, and the happiness on his face, I'll never forget till this day. Like he was just so happy to have his shoe back. Rather than being safe, he was just happy to have his shoe back, even though it was wet and drenched and smelled. But he was so
I want to
happy.
emphasize that you said swimming. He said because this actually was swimming. Okay, imagine swimming on a road. I remember this.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
like neck deep water.
Yeah, it was literally like it's pretty much that deep, and it was one amazing time where everyone kind of came together.
We went from the fun stories to what was probably one of the toughest days for us in a school bus, which was the floods. But yeah, moving on to the fun stories again. Like, how do you think the experience was different when you were in a bus on the way to a picnic or a school trip?
Oh, man.
That was just so exciting now, wasn't it? Like it was a whole other dynamic because you knew you weren't going to school at that point. You're all excited to go to a certain location, be it Tikujini Wadi or like the Hanging Gardens for some reason. They really like taking us to those two places.
And it changed to a 3-hour experience. Now you would have like 45 minutes to going to school or getting back home.
Yeah.
This was like 3 hours with your friends, not in school, in your uniform, going somewhere. And somewhere, matlab Tikujini Wadi, only know nothing.
Somewhere. Oh my god! I remember one thing in specific, which I think was very stupid but funny at the same time. So students really liked to scream when. Okay. I guess let me start with this. Like they would give us some snacks in the bus while we were going to these places. So often it was like samosas, or I guess they upgraded to McDonald's burgers and stuff at a later time. But we also, I don't know if you guys would remember this, but we used to get this diamond chocolate. So it was basically this is like wafer chocolate that was there. And so we would all eat them, and then basically people would kind of like litter around the bus because they had it, and we were kids and we were stupid and we just threw it around, right? And for some reason, I had this stupid idea when people are screaming. So when we went into the tunnels, people would start screaming like ah, or some random sounds that they would make. And because it's dark and I had the opportunity, I would put a wrapper in someone's mouth while they were screaming. And then everyone would blame everyone as to who did it. Like everyone knew that I did it, but we would all kind of like play into it. And where everyone would blame everyone else, and it would be a whole like random game. It was so funny.
Also, one more thing I think that we've not touched upon is the games that we used to play in the buses. But I remember Prathamesh playing Atlas.
Oh my god, that was definitely one of my favorite games to play, because I remember like I did so much extensive research on that game, because I kind of made this whole library for myself of like cities and places that either ended with the letter A or started with the letter A and ended with the letter A again. So basically whatever annoying. So what I definitely was. I kind of enjoyed feeding off people's frustration.
So Nishat, I remember you were telling me about Singh's story in the buses right after your football matches. Maybe you could speak a bit about that as well.
Yeah. So this was one game which we had lost, and we had lost. We were badly. I think it was 7-2 or something. I don't remember the other team, or I don't want to give them the credit of like remembering who beat us 7-2. Okay. I think we were like quite bad losers at that time. But the thing was that we had to go for a chemistry or a biology exam. Okay, after this, and we had asked ma'am, ma'am, can we like not give the exam? Okay, that was our first pitch. But she was like, no, go play the match. Our first thing was, will we be allowed? Because it's on the prelim day or whatever, or the exam day, will we be
Yeah.
allowed to play? So she was like, yeah, go, definitely go for the game. You are representing the school. Go, definitely go. But then after that, come and give your exam.
Yeah.
So we had to. We went. We lost. Now we were like, oh shit! Now we have to give an
morale.
exam. And that whole game, I remember, people in the bus are just with their notes. Okay, no, everyone is studying for the exam because we always had that. When the exam days, that people are studying. So we had few people who were studying in the bus, and so we had lost, and we were coming back from town. We stopped at Haji Ali for snacks or
Juice
like
center, yeah.
juice or like something, and we were very naughty. We like, I can't believe we did all this, but we wanted to delay
Getting back to school, yeah.
getting back to school. So we tried everything possible. We have gone to Haji Ali. I remember, I'm not going to name any. I remember some of us running around and Rajesh sir is trying to catch us. And then I remember this. It was a very good speech by Rajesh sir. That was one bus story that I will not forget.
I definitely remember that.
There's a lot of content on like football.
Oh, there's so many football stories. I feel like we
can
could
talk about.
definitely do another episode.
Yeah, I think we should do that. I mean, across the generations, there might have been such varied experiences and a lot of common experiences as well. So I think we should do a football episode where we have students across the year sitting together. I think it'll be great.
Yeah. Like I loved the Golden Generation episode.
That was a great episode, actually. I enjoyed that very much.
I'm glad you guys like
some of them.
Yeah, we should
like
definitely.
some of the juniors also.
Yes.
And
yes.
we can.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great initiative if we can do that. I think this brings us to an end to this very special episode with the batch of 2008 on Bus Stories. Now, do you guys want to wrap the episode up?
Yeah, I want to say thank you firstly, Shashwat, for like this whole initiative. Like, it's mad. It brings back a lot of memories for all of us. You and that group also, that whoever's on that group, I don't know.
Yeah, everyone, Dave and everyone, whoever's a part of it. Like, I appreciate you guys like taking the effort, right?
That first guy who said first guy who said YouTuber banna hai kya wo?
Yeah,
he deserves the most credit, huh?
Yes.
He's done it.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, it's great. Yeah,
thank you so much,
guys.
Yeah.
So please, because of the great work that they're doing, please like, comment, and subscribe.
And definitely hit that bell icon so that you don't miss anything that's coming up from these guys. And I'm sure there's a lot of you nostalgic about school, and these guys are doing a great job. And it would mean a lot to them if you could like, share, and subscribe. So somewhere over here there should be a button that you guys could.
Yes, exactly.
You guys could push that, hit that bell, so that you guys don't miss an upload and help these guys out, because I think they're doing a great job.
And stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned for more content.
A lot
more.
At least 4-5 seasons.
Definitely. Thank you. All right. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky.